What's up guys, welcome to the new video. Today I will show you how to get level 6 or A star in Cambridge International Education, History AS and A level. 9489 is the syllabus code and the component is paper 3. If you like this video, please show it appreciation by giving it a like, share and subscribe, and without any further ado, let's get into this. So exam season is coming up, right? And if you guys want level 6 in paper 3, you need to forget everything you think you know about essays. This is not an essay. This is interpretation, analysis. The examiner is not asking what happened in history. They're caring about one thing only, and that thing is what the historian is arguing and how do you prove it using the extract. What is the argument of the historian? I mean, level 6 needs to have two components, and those two components are complete understanding of the interpretation. That's component number 1. And the second thing you absolutely must get right is precise use of the extract to explain it. Here is the system to get an A star. You always need a system, as we did with paper 1 of this syllabus. So treat this as a continuation, but now we are focusing on the A2 level, year 2 of A level interpretations question. So, you read extract once. You do nothing the first time around. And then you read again and you ask who is being blamed. And every extract has its main argument and usually 2 elements. And level 6 responses explain both elements. For example, in the Cold War extract, Stalin is to blame and the West failed to stop him. The Holocaust extract, for example, is that Hitler intended extreme action in war made genocide possible. The World War I extract, policy had flaws but did not change the outcome. And if you miss one element, you drop to level 5 instantly. So, step 3 is to identify the historian's approach, and essentially what we are talking about here is to use labels only if they fit the extract. So speaking in terms of labels, intentionalist means planned, functionalist means no plan, orthodox for the Cold War historiography, it emerged in 1940s and 1950s at the outset of the Cold War, and it basically means that the USSR is to blame. Revisionist, which emerged in the 1960s, 1970s, in the wake of the Vietnam War, means that the USA is to blame. Post-revisionist, which emerged during the Détente in the 1970s, the early 1980s, and then we have post-revisionism, which is USSR and Stalin again to blame, but this emerged after opening up of Soviet archives in 1991, and there is especially focus on Stalin. But listen carefully, the label alone is not enough. Examiners explicitly say you must explain the argument using the extract, not just name it with a label. Now, structure. Your answer should always be an introduction. The paragraph 1 should be the first element of the argument. Paragraph 2 should be the second element of the argument. Paragraph 3 should be the historian's approach and the deeper explanation. And the conclusion is essentially to restate the full interpretation, and it's that simple. That's it. No fluff, no narrative waffle. So you need to learn also how to use the extract properly. Never summarize. Never, for goodness sake, paraphrase the whole text. Instead, apply this system. Do the following. Use a short quote, then explain, link to argument. It is a low-level indicator, a poor, pitiful response to say, the extract says Germany acted aggressively. All right, mate, interesting, that's correct, but we know this already. On the other hand, a high-level response would hit the top bands of the mark scheme by saying the phrase knowingly risk war traits that the historian argues Germany accepted war deliberately, therefore proving intentional responsibility. And this is called explanation, not mere description. Now, for knowledge, use it carefully, please. I'm begging you, because knowledge is not for storytelling in this paper. It is dangerous to come with preconceived ideas to this paper. You must react fast and furious, think like a historian on the spot with regards to the material that you face on the day. Think new and interesting and original thoughts with regards to the historian's interpretation. So nothing else on God's green earth matters except for the historian's argument. Always base it on an argument. On the argument provided in the circa 600 word extract. So your knowledge should be only used to clarify the interpretation. So the AO related to the language is only related to the knowledge. Sorry, I accidentally said language. Related to the knowledge, it is used only to clarify the interpretation, and examiners, they are adamant, they are crystal clear, brutally clear, that contextual knowledge without linking to the interpretation, it's big fat zero credit. So only add up knowledge if it sharpens your argument. Now, the next step, the final rule, kind of the small print, the bottom line, the verdict, is what you should take away to avoid the common mistake. Biggest mistakes from real candidate scripts that were written in the examination is to misread the argument, to focus on context instead of the extract itself, to write paragraph by paragraph summary, or to miss the second element, or to use labels incorrectly. Because you get the label wrong, you get capped at level 4, level 5 if you're lucky, max, period. So these are exactly why mid-answers get stuck around 26 to 30 marks, while top answers can hit as highly as 38 to 40. So what does a level 6 answer actually look like? That's the final step. I would kind of wrap it up and call it a day with this. It is direct, it is simple, it is focused. It starts with the historian argues that, because everything starts and ends with the extract. And then every paragraph essentially explains how the extract proves that. So top answers do not waffle, they explain. So the final rule is, if your answer can be written without the extract, it is a pathetic answer. And in order not to have, there is no wrong or correct answers in history, but in this case, in order not to go like flat out wrong, and then unfortunately what we can do at the end of the exam is just cry, reflecting on the script that we wrote that did not meet the criteria of the mark scheme. This is how obedient you can be in ticking the criteria of the mark scheme. This paper tests how well you can meet the criteria of the mark scheme and what the examiner is looking for. So if every sentence in the whole extract links back to the historian's argument, if all times I can know while reading your paper that it is linking back to the historian's argument, then your exam script is level 6. And that is the whole paper. It's really not reinventing hot water. You do not need talent. You simply need discipline and to read correctly. You know English well, so you won't have difficulties with this, hopefully. And you should identify the argument, explain with laser focused precision. Do this, and 40 out of 40, it's within reach. It's not impossible. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today. I hope this helped clarify any ambiguities you might have initially had with this mind-boggling paper, but it's actually simple when you get to grip with it, when you practice it sufficiently. So, repetitius est mater studiorum, repetition is the mother of science, of learning. Just repeat, seek feedback, feed forward the feedback into next pieces of work, and just brute force past papers. Sit and work until the system becomes automatism and until you can hit the criteria of the mark scheme sufficiently well and high level in order to score the top marks. I believe in you. I'm happy for you. You can do this. I'm proud of you. All the best. Good luck. And I'll be in touch with walkthroughs for paper 2 and paper 4, the essay papers for history. We'll do a bit of A-level math stuff as well shortly. Write down in the comment section anything that could help you prepare for this summer 2026 exam season, because I'm not that old. I did my A-levels recently, and I'm willing to do anything to make it with less pressure for you, to make the experience hopefully enjoyable for you, to learn the most you can, to get your highest potential out of you for the exams, and like to have a positive outlook, to be optimistic, because we get nothing by stressing. Exams are an opportunity to show off what you know, your knowledge, skills, and understanding. And if this video helped you at least one step further to achieve this, I am very happy and my heart is full of joy if I helped you. And I hope you learned something new, that even amid these time assessments, you have the opportunity to show off your passion for the subject and to enjoy the process of lifelong learning. And that's it. Have a good day. All the best. I love you all to the moon and back. And take care. Cheers. Bye-bye.